Hello, everyone. Welcome to your next normal. I'm your host, Sister Jenna. We are streaming live from the incredible nation's capital, the Washington metropolitan D.C. area, where a lot of light energy is needed. I have been here for over 25 years, and I tell you not, it's one of the most fantastic spaces to live in. And spirituality is such a big need here. They're so driven. They're like moving all the time. But there is a saying that those on the East Coast tend to be a little bit really driven, way ahead of the game on many spectrums. But I'm here to really discuss a completely separate topic. And it's a topic that is near and dear to me. And I don't know if it's something that I've had to deal with in this incarnation, or it is something from the past, or it's just a normal happenings of the world around us. But it's the virtue of honesty. I've had the privilege and the fortune and the blessing of being around human beings who have not lied. My mother, Sister Gita, Daddy Prakashmani, Daddy Janki, Daddy Gulsa. It is incredible. Sister Jayanti. They've never had to compromise their values to appease another person. Yes, there are times that you do have to be diplomatic. I don't know if I should tell you, but that outfit really doesn't look good on you. There could be a million ways to say that. Oh, what an intriguing look you have today. Did that take you long to put together? I mean, there are different ways that you could actually communicate your thoughts or your feelings with souls. But I'm asking you, how many people in your life have you been in a relationship with that have never lied? And am I lying to you now? I'll tell you that I have never heard or witnessed my mother lying, except when she had her dementia. When you would tell her, don't touch that food, and you'd come back and you'd touch it, and you'd say, did you touch it? What? And in that time, of course, I can't blame her on that level. There's something about them. You could trust them. You could trust them with your soul. They want nothing from you but your best. So that's honesty in terms of relationships, you know. To have such pillars surrounding you that are not going to cheat you. And they are setting an example for you. It might be slow, but it's solid. And nowadays there's so much fake news and misinformation. The world has become so dishonest. There's no more trust for no one. Unless you find a little group of friends that really have your back and you have theirs, and you guys have permission to be authentic with each other, nurture it. Don't lose it. It's priceless, I tell you. There are people in the world right now who might be jealous of your success or your growth, but they're living with you. Or they're working in the cubicle next to you. You might even be married to them. And it's a quiet feeling that they hide inside. You can feel them. I've had a few around me, but I'm protected, so they never stay. But there's like a pollution, there's like a sneakiness, there's like a, I want what she has, but I will not do it legit. Example, let's say if I'm in a room and I'm meeting 5 or 10 people. For whatever reason, they will not sit in that room with me in the group. They will go somewhere else. That's fine. Maybe they have something to do. But then I will leave the group and then I'll see them sitting with the group and acting like Sister Jenna. And I'd be like, wow, what are their thoughts? And I'll watch them. I won't say anything. I'll just watch them. What is yours, no one can take away from you. Someone might snatch something away, temporary. What is mine is mine. What is fixed for me, nobody can take it, nobody can imitate, no one can copy. The same for you. But the games that people play because of dishonesty. There's a saying that you can never be a friend with somebody who wants what you have. And you could never be a true friend if the friend that you're with has jealousy for you. Always going to try to take some element of your energy behind your back. It's dishonesty. And it's all over the world, everywhere you turn. I was talking to a friend today, and she got separated from her husband. She adopted 2 beautiful children who came from a mother that was struggling with drug addiction. And so she decided to adopt her 2 daughters. And somehow between the both of us speaking, we ended up at the same time sort of saying, it's so hard to find people in the world that just care about you. They just care. And it's not that they want a lot from you. Maybe your friendship means so much to them that they will contribute in just your well-being. They care for you. They're simple. They have everything in their souls. Internally, they're spiritually strong. They don't need anything from anyone. And we were both just saying, Anne, it is so rare. It's like you can't find many people like that. And when you do, you keep them. You nurture them well. And I think all of this quality of becoming this person that is kind and caring and sincere comes from self-honesty. If you apply honesty on yourself, I can only speak for myself, naturally you will think about the well-being of other people. Yes, I've had a handful of few people who didn't resonate with my vision or didn't resonate with my style of spiritual leadership, and they've found places that they can go to where they're very happy. And it's sometimes I used to blame myself. I used to think, maybe I should be more like a guru, you know? Be one of those spiritual people that are like, I'm spiritual, look at me. Let me explain to you life. And I just can't be that. I just feel that this journey of spirituality is one that everyone has to take and be sincere and genuine with the journey. I know so many great people, great souls. I mean, the moment they walk in the room, the whole room changes. And I'm not talking about one person. I'm not talking about two people. I'm not talking about three. I'm talking about a lot of people. When they walk in the room, life is better for you. And it's because of their self-honesty, their relationship with God. And the way that I check my self-honesty it varies. I'm not saying that there were times I've heard many instruments have said that I've never lied, and I'm like, wow, such dignity. I mean, I saw it in my mother. I saw it in the daddies. They had no reason to lie. They didn't want anything from you. And sometimes when you're running business and things and gotta get by, sometimes you feel like the truth will not be enough. The truth will be not enough in this situation. But then have you tried it? What would be the situation if you're completely truthful and honest? Give it a thought. There are people in the world that lie so much. It has become their nature. It's almost like breathing. They're not even aware that they're lying anymore. And there will be the least empathetic or caring people because everything about them has an agenda. That's why they lie. They have an agenda. They want something from you, so they won't tell you the truth. Even if I want your respect or regard and I lie to get it, it won't last for a long time. It'll be temporary. But this virtue of honesty is so needed now. It's needed in science. It's needed in education. Honestly, what are our history books telling us? Honestly. Was America really discovered? Politics. There are good people in politics. A lot of good people. And the ones who have the biggest sound have an opportunity to teach us about virtues and values. You give permission for so many generations to believe when you lie, you get by. But in one condition. In what condition? And what do you leave behind? You have to listen to Daddy's book on honesty today with me. It's huge. In India, a famous religious story is remembered and often recounted, the true story of Narayan. Daddy Janki says, I must have read those stories and retold them with great love many times on my path of devotion. But more importantly, I came to understand the values and truth within the stories inside myself. The story tells us of two people carrying treasures. The first man hides his treasures, saying, truly, I don't have anything, I have nothing. And so whatever treasures he had were lost. and he was unable to move on. The other character in the tale admits, "Whatever I have, I can show and reveal it to you. I will tell you." He retains his treasures and is allowed to pass on. So let me make myself totally truthful so I can move on. That means lies keep you stuck. Truth liberates you. How great the contrast is between iron and gold. Let me become as true as real gold. Iron is heavy, falsehood is like that. Very heavy falsehood. Today you also get lots of jewelry mixed with alloy in it. Falsehood is also like that. Artificial glitter, but nothing of really real value. There should be nothing mixed within. Check in your thoughts, behavior, interaction, and relationships. Even if someone defames you, you mustn't do the same with them. No matter what anyone may say or think of you, do not seek revenge. Let your thoughts instead remain only pure, elevated, and filled with goodness and the intention to bring benefit to everyone. Visualize it for yourself. If there is this much truth in your own life, nobody will be able to speak lies in front of you. And nobody could ever lie in front of Daddy Janky. At every step, make sure there is honesty in your heart. If your heart is honest, God will be very pleased with you. If you have courage, God will definitely help you. If your intentions are pure, then they will be fulfilled. Just keep yourself free from worry and anxiety. This is honesty. So let your heart be completely clean like a mirror, so that you are able to reflect the truth. It's been said, where there is honesty, the soul will dance. It'll be happy. Yes, those who are honest are able to dance within. If there's falsehood within, people might look as if they're dancing, but their legs are only shaking. Daddy. Where there's truth, there'll be a great deal of happiness. Let's hold some reflective points on falsehood and not being honest. Just take a moment. How are you feeling when you hear these words? Please put them in the comment. I'd love to see what you're feeling from these deep, rich guidelines and insights for our well-being. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Breathe in again. Breathe out. I give myself time and space. I think about honesty, truthfulness, and faithfulness. I consider my relationships and I let them be faithful and honest. I think of my business relations and I tell myself, let me be faithful and honest. I think of my activity in the world. Let there be honesty in all my interactions. Let me be number one in honesty now. Let me not be dishonest with myself or with anyone. Is There Another Way? By Daddy Janki. Yep, there is. The way of truth, divinity, nobility. I have to tell you, that's one of the reasons why I love the Brahma Kumaris. I'm not making this a promotion, trust me on this one, but it challenges you to be your highest self. It's not sweet talk. It is the real deal. And it really focuses on your transformation. It's such an important virtue. Honesty. So let's go to our awakened intelligence and ask, what is honesty with the self? Honesty with oneself is the practice of being truthful and transparent about your thoughts, feelings, motivations, and actions. It involves recognizing and accepting your strengths, weaknesses, desires, and fears without denial or self-deception. Huge. This form of honesty allows you to make more informed and authentic decisions. It aligns your actions with your values and build deeper self-awareness. Being honest with yourself means acknowledging your true emotions, not suppressing or ignoring how you feel, but instead confronting your emotions, whether they're positive or uncomfortable. Number 2, recognizing your limitations. Accepting areas where you might need improvement or assistance, rather than pretending you can handle everything. Owning your mistakes. Taking responsibility for your actions, admitting when you're wrong, and learning from that experience. Another one, being clear about your intentions, understanding the real reasons behind your actions, whether they come from fear, ambition, love, or another motivation. This is how much work I'm doing on myself. Living in alignment with your values. Ensuring that your actions reflect your inner beliefs and values rather than doing what others expect or demand. Honesty with the self is essential for personal growth, stronger relationships, and making decisions that lead to genuine fulfillment and well-being. Thank you. Speaking about an honest individual. The Sister Gita effect is next.
Pure feelings. People have experienced a lot of deception in their lives. There has been a lot of exchange of everything that is false, so feelings have been destroyed. It is why some people have stopped feeling altogether and have rejected the world. However, when a soul starts receiving something from God, the heart opens up. So let us take God's love and have pure feelings. Let us experience what pure feelings are. Let us have trust in each other and faith in ourselves. Let us learn to love ourselves. Let us have purity in our feelings. Then we can experience love. Let us take from God and give to others. Let us take from God and give to others. When we have very powerful good wishes for others, good feelings for others, those feelings reach them. We can help each other through the power of our pure feelings. Deep in my heart, there is just this one feeling. Just as I have received so much from God, may all God's children receive the same from the Supreme Being, the Supreme Parent. Om Shanti, have a day full of pure feelings.
So beautiful, to have such an influence of such honest people in my life. And when you see the proof of how they've lived, the universe took care of them because of their honesty. God took care of them because of their honesty. Their aura and their light and their beauty shined because of their honesty. And when it was time for the soul to leave the body, God held them and protected them. It's a beautiful world, folks. We have work to do in ourselves, and that's a good thing, because when you put energy in something, it develops value. And when you have value for something, you take care of it. And so the more you take care of you, the more value you will have for yourself and for those that are around you. I'm telling you, it's the math. The math adds up. I spiritually nurture myself, everyone will be nurtured. Don't take care of myself, and watch how I do little things to go behind the scenes to try to exist. So let's practice this virtue of self-honesty. Okay? Did it make sense today to you? Please put it in the comment. Let me know what your thoughts are. It's so powerful. I could talk about honesty for a long time. It's such a beautiful virtue. Such a beautiful virtue. So remember the sharings. If you'd like to increase love as a quality in your being, because love heals. God is love. Love is light. Love is a power. If you want to increase that in yourself, just practice loving everybody the same. Okay? All right, lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of pure feelings and good wishes for each and every one of you.
From a land of ancient wisdom comes a voice for a modern generation, a voice of calm in a world of chaos, a voice of clarity in a world of confusion. Now she is bringing her unique blend of light-hearted humor and profound spiritual understanding to the U.S., the Caribbean, and Panama.
You don't start walking a marathon the first day.